Hello, welcome to ALW Collectibles. Today we're continuing for video 2 of the Transformers Generation 2 toy line from 1994, the Combaticons series. This being Brawl. And I gotta say, the color scheme is very unique on this one. I'm not sure exactly how he's hiding or where he's hiding, but it ain't gonna do a good job. Again, Generation 2 had some very outlandish color schemes that were really out there, and this just goes along with the theme. Released in the second year of the Transformers toy line for Generation 2 of 1994. And everything you get with him is right here. There was no new additions. There was a mold change, which I will note in a second. But other than that, this is what you get. So what you get is his two guns. One is the electromagnetic gun. Sorry, Electron. I said electromagnetic. This Electron gun. And I've seen two of these. One I've seen in black, and I've seen this in silver. I had both in my collection for Generation 1, and I don't know which one was the original. Same thing with this. This is a twin sonic cannon. And this does swivel. So black and silver, same thing. I've had both of them. I'm not sure which one was the right color. And the mold change is actually right here where my finger is in the back. There used to be a hole set up so you can mount this gun on here. You can still do it. It just sets in better now. There's no mounting, it just sets. But it used to plug in. And this whole thing will plug in to him. You can see the holes on his legs. On the back of the tank. And that will plug in just like that. Does roll quite nicely. Take that off. And the top turret does turn. And his color change originally was GI green with black. And then he had gray treads and black treads. So I've seen him in both forms. That's why I mentioned that. The body was all black. But I've seen the treads gray and black. And I've seen the guns gray and black. So I don't know which one was original. I've seen photos with both sets. So I wasn't sure. I don't want to go out on a limb and say for sure. But just to throw that out there. Of course, released in 1994 as part of the second year of the Transformers Generation 2 toy line in the Combaticons sets. And it really is cool, though. I do like this figure. Brawl is one of my favorite Combaticons. Very brutish. And with all the limbs, they can be an arm or a leg. Typically, to set it the way it's show accurate, Brawl is the left leg. And that's how we're going to set him up when we make Bruticus. I do not have a bio card for him. I wish I did. I don't know what happened to mine, so I will just read what I was able to grab. Brawl is resistant to most conventional artillery. Loud, noisy, and very belligerent. A very effective warrior with enormous strength. In tank mode, can go 45 miles an hour with a 600-mile range. His strength was an 8, intelligence was a 2. He is dumb as bricks. Speed was a 4. You could outrun this guy. Endurance is a 9. He can take a whipping. Rank was a 5, middle of the thing. Courage is an 8. He is very brave. Firepower is an 8. He's pretty good with that. And skill is a 7. And that's it. So we're going to go into transformation. And transforming him is really easy. First thing we're going to do is the top turret here. We're going to pull that up. Next, we're going to come back down to the legs, and we're just going to flip these out. And those will clip there. We're going to take this whole assembly, treads and the front of the tank, and swing it down. And you're just going to swing down his arms and push that into his back again. And there is Brawl in his robot mode. It is an interesting look. Kind of looks like he's got a chisel in the front. Of course, those two front pegs are for the gun. There's his head. He's got this purple body with red eyes. And really, the sad part is there's not really much posable on him. You can move the tank turret still. Arm will go up and down, and his leg will move. That's it. You can give him his gun, either hand. Unfortunately, he cannot hold that in his robot mode. And the next thing we can do is transform him to his limb mode. First thing we're going to do, take this gun off his hand. We're going to go into an arm mode first, because that's not his typical formation. Take the cannon out a little bit. Line those up and bring this all up here. Take this peg in the middle. Mine is so tight it doesn't want to come out, so I need it cheap. Wow. It is denying me. There we go. Push that down. And push that against. And that is an arm mode, and he will clip in like that. And the hand will go on one of those two pegs. But like I said, typically he's a foot. And to get to that mode, from robot mode, we're going to close that again. Open that. Swing. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot to mention, when transforming him, I don't know why I spaced on this. This piece has to come up. I just realized I did it without even thinking about it. So in robot mode, to go to his leg mode is even easier. Line these up. Flip the tank treads up like so. And close. And that's it. And where he is the left foot, we're going to take the left foot base. We're just going to plug that in, like so. The original instructions showed you facing him like this. So that this part of it would be facing the front. But for cartoon accurate and later instructions, and the way I like them, is turned around like so. Really cool. This has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, please hit that like button, subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all the channel subscribers. I do appreciate it. More videos are heading your way. We have 3 more minis, and then we will do the large combined mode. Have a good day.